Nor. I never did thank you for saving me.
Someone had to. Or you'd have taken Rip by yourself.
I probably would have left something for you.
You need to tell me what's wrong with you, Luca.
It's a family condition. I've known about it forever.
Baz is good with cures. Maybe he can help.
It's not that serious, honest.
So what? You'll just live with it? For how long?
As long as I can. No rest till dawn. Remember?
Waiting for you. Auto production's near out. The peaks are in tatters. Even if we win here, this trip was a loss.
Not if we can help the people, Baz.
I'm making arrangements anyway. I have a feeling we'll need a getaway sooner rather than later.
You have not been killed. Good.
What's eating you, Forge Master?
It breaks my heart to see the peaks come to this.
Old firs burn in the summer so new ones can sprout in winter. For them to grow strong, they'll need tending.
What?
A worthwhile thought. Thank you, Enki.
That's an impressive title. Forge Master.
Merely a fancy name for a smith. In the old days, they were like priests. The kiln was their pulpit, the hammer their sermon, their flock was the oar.
Don't priests need gods?
We had fire. She answered no prayers and offered no boons. But at least she was honest.
Vanek, over here!
Gimu! What are you doing?
Interesting find.
Vanek, over here!
Gimu! What are you doing?
I should look at you a sight for sore eyes.
Gimu, how come you're fighting the other knights?
They are rounding up folks on Bohal the Butcher's orders. If I hadn't stepped in, my order has been reduced to zealotry. They aren't the people I swore to serve with anymore.
Then join us. We're headed to the keep and we'll need all the help we can get.
The city is a nest of vipers. You go on ahead. I'll do what I can to slow them down. Fight well, Nor Vanek.
On your guard.
Why does this place feel so oppressive?
Control requires absolute terror, and these people have had that in spades.
I'll challenge.
Might prove useful.
Take them down, Nor.
Efficient.
Halt, infidel!
Splendid. We'll make good use of this. This is as good a place to rest as any.
Blessed day, Emperor.
As they say.
Intruder! Call the knight!
They called for the knights? Maybe we should repay them in kind.
Terrified people will do that, Enki. We're not here to make things worse.
Watch out, Nor. You were right. Found anything worthwhile?
We can get...
Fend Eyes peeled, Nor.
Not my fault. I'm only following orders.
Here they come.
That doesn't look like any god I recognize.
It's not a god. It's the unknown sentinel. Thanks to honor those that died before you.
Why? The dead don't care for offerings.
The living do. Sacrifice has to count for something. What's that?
that a ship?
What's this then? The keep's ahead. We're gonna find out if we can kill a god soon enough.
Ramuha always did stick to the shadows. Maybe she's heard what we've done already and backed down.
Let's hope not.
See? Looks like you're on
You're in my way.
Here they come. This is as good a place to rest as any.
There it is. The home of every knight in every storybook I've ever read. Never thought I'd step foot in this place.
Come on then. There we go.
If there's anything you haven't told me about your mother, now's the time.
She's a manipulative creature, an adept at twisting the truth as she sees fit. Be careful around her.
Lost to all wrongdoers. Whoever this was got hobbled and then left here to starve to death.
I was a fool to underestimate her capacity for cruelty. It won't happen again.
The Judge's Hall. Are you ready?
I can go ahead, talk to her. Maybe she'll back down.
No. We're doing this together.
Finally, some respite.
Judges, you are charged with treason and conspiracy to sabotage the Coalition's war effort. Step down or be destroyed.
Infidel, gun barrel, black powder, in our glorious hall.
And who are you?
Stand down, Ramuha.
Anchi, the rumors were true. We're no longer below Death God. You cannot presume to command me. And you're too diminished to make me.
They're onto you.
Stand down, Ramuha. Watch out.
God. She called you Death God. Who are you, Enki?
The one who just helped you kill a goddess.
Don't change the subject. You had every chance to tell me what you were a god of. What else are you hiding from me?
I am your ally in this. Your best and only chance to stop this disaster. That should be all you need to know.
This isn't over. Let's get back to camp before the judges bring every knight in Root down on our heads.
Gather round! There's something you should know.
Oh, damn. You killed a god. After what happened back in Dawn, I never even thought it would be possible.
We didn't kill her soon enough. The Peaks is in no state to give us an army.
Well, if we lack an army to do the weeding, we'll tear the evil out ourselves.
What does that even mean?
It means there's another way we can help. I got a letter from Yahara. They'd been in Wanderer's Rest, also trying to get reinforcements.
What did it say?
That the dead have reached there as well. Torn down everything in their path. Said they looked like a gilded army, nothing they'd ever seen before.
Sounds like another god. Right. We're setting off for Wanderer's Rest, and then we'll...
You're going to try and fight another god? After everything you saw here?
I can't leave those people at its mercy, Baz.
Luca? Young? Is this what the rest of you want?
I've got to get Yahara out of there.
Seems like the right thing to do.
Fine. I'll pack the supplies and prep the birds. We're ready to go when you are. Good to see you. What's the news? We set off for Wanderer's Rest, birthplace of civilization and the richest, most educated place in the world. That is, until the gods got loose. Gods like Enki, the god of death. Who knows what else he's lied about? What kind of path he's leading Nor down? She's been trying to corner the death god, force him to come clean. He's dodged her so far. No matter. His luck won't hold after we find Yahara in First Anchor. We'll make sure of that.
Solid ground at last.
Now you speak, after giving me the silent treatment for 2 weeks.
What's so damn funny?
How you told me you'd die before you were back in uniform. Nor, a moment. I have news that might interest you. I hope my work has served you well so far.
You had news, Forge Master?
I've learned a group from my former order has been seeking a relic.
They can have it then. My fight isn't with the Knights anymore.
This isn't some trinket, Nor. It's a piece of sacred armor, passed down generations. We cannot let it fall into their hands.
They've been away from the peaks for a while. Couldn't we reason with them?
That's a dangerous plan. Last I heard, the armor was entombed in Sun Shelter. I would start the search there.
You're right there, Forge Master. The heat isn't getting to you.
Heat's nothing. Humidity's nothing. But the gods will take me before I travel by ship again.
You know, all we need is a few well-placed rifts, and I could have you back in the peaks in a heartbeat.
Oh, thank you, Death God, but no. The only one longing for me back there is the Hangman.
Life for sore eyes. What's the news? Look at you. Got your land legs back already.
No thanks to that tub you chartered for us.
No other captain would risk harboring a god killer. Besides, she owed me.
Let me guess. Another army friend.
A friend at first, a fling after. Parted on good terms, and she owed me for the memories.
What kind of memories?
Well, there was this one time we were,
That's it, we're off.
You look like you kept busy.
How come Yahara picked this place?
It's the furthest port from all the trouble. We used to vacation here, back when we schooled in Sybil.
You schooled in Sybil?
Our parents were well off. Old money. By the time the dead invaded, they'd wasted their entire fortune chasing some wild scheme. If Yahara hadn't figured out how to get us enlisted, we'd have starved.
That explains the attitude.
It's their way of dealing with the war. They don't mean it most of the time.
You sure you're alright? That cough's been getting worse.
I'll live. No rest till dawn.
No rest till dawn. You can't play deaf and dumb forever, you know.
Fire!
What?
The hamlet's on fire!
Damn. Let's go.
Invigorating. Splendid. We'll make good use of this.
Let's get this over with.
Lucas said Yahara was staying here. Let's go get them. I'm looking for someone. They're with the Coalition.
Reeks of black powder? Ill-mannered like a mower with mites?
That's the one, yeah.
They left just before all the trouble with the dead started. They're not coming back, are they?
Not if I can help it.
There's a man camping out on Nomad's coast. People say he's a bandit trying to get back on the straight and narrow.
And how are his former gang members taking it?
Poorly. I dread to think what will happen to him at this rate. A mysterious woman came by here on her way to Cape Reunion. She couldn't stop raving on about her ancestral duty.
You think she's mad?
That, or at least religious. In any case, those back roads are hardly safe. A settlement out by Goatfoot Gorge is on its last legs. If it hadn't been for that Coalition captain helping them.
A Coalition captain? Here? Is he recruiting?
From what I hear, he could use all the help he can get. There's a burial ground for Coalition soldiers just outside our hamlet.
Perhaps I'll visit sometime. Pay my respects.
No better time to confront your mortality than now. Always a treat to see you.
Who we meet again.
You're from the front, aren't you? Please. My husband serves at dawn. Under Field Marshal Summer. I haven't heard from him in weeks.
I was sent home months ago last week. That's fine.
That looks like one of your Coalition insignia. What is it?
It's a soldier's memorial. We should go back.
You can go back to the camp if you want to. I'd like to take a look around.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
All right, then. We might as well do it properly and light the vigils.
Vigils?
The fire watches for the dead. You don't let it go out.
These don't look like any headstones I've seen.
They can't bring the bodies all the way from dawn. So, people make these shrines instead. The hedge doctor. Had the best hangover cures. Knew how to sleep with his eyes open.
Impressive.
Every other word he spoke was a lie. But you never could hold it against him.
Ebram nib, kurdmek, dobnom. These soldiers. I was not in the below to receive them, to cleanse their souls and preserve their memories.
These were my comrades. My friends. I didn't think about them until we were here, but you shouldn't be the only one that remembers them, Enki.
I know. But I will cherish them all the same. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
This year. Think I should mend my boat, go back to fishing.
That little fellow is darling.
Any news from Sybil?
What's that?
This looks like Yahara's safe house.
Looks like they packed up and left already. Damn.
Looking for the one with the blue jacket? Stinks of black powder.
Sounds like them, yeah.
They left as soon as the dead came to first anchor. I tried to talk them into hiding with the rest of us, but...
It didn't work. They would have been found anyway. The dead are all over this place.
Said they were headed to Back Harvest. Only way there is through jagged ascent. You could still catch them if you hurry.
I best get going then.
Any news from Sybil?
That little fellow is darling.
You know I'm still mad at you after 3 peaks, right?
Would you have accepted my help if
I'd have known you were Death himself. Still haven't wrapped my head around that. But you lied to me, Enki. Don't ever do that again.
Understood. Let's switch course. Why don't we?
Get ready.
I feel like them. Farmers.
What are we going to do, Captain?
That's a pretty speech, Captain. But those people look exhausted.
And you are?
Nor Vanek, sapper. At your service.
Azradel, former captain. Came back to find my home ravaged, so I thought I'd help. I'm not going to mince words, Sapper. These dead are like nothing I've ever seen before. These people are brave, but bravery alone won't cut it. Our only option is to inflict enough losses on them in a single battle that we have time to dig in.
Sounds dire. So what's the plan?
We need some specialists. A few veterans that served under me still live nearby. Problem is, we're no longer on best terms. They want nothing to do with me. Perhaps you could convince them.
I'll see what I can do.
Sapper?
A welcome find. Look at that.
Let's get this done.
What's that? Enki. Slow down, will you?
Are you sure? These rocks could still be hiding bandits.
I don't blame them. It's the only place with any shade worth a damn.
Fight me!
They're onto you, Nor.
It's just one woman! Kill her already!
I'll send you below.
Swarm the fools!
I'll just...
On your guard.
What's this then? Away back. Sure beats walking. Feeling pretty good. What's this then? How come Ramahal was so much bigger than you?
Back in the great below, she would grovel in my presence.
But you still look like a tiny fox thing.
Sandstorms would
Then how? I want to hear you. How?
wrong fight.
Splendid. We'll make good use of this.
On your guard.
those statues look like you.
They were probably inspired by one of my visits. I traveled to the above when the great below got too much to bear.
And who was taking care of all the dead while you were up here?
Arrangements were made. Finally, some respite.
On your guard.
Look at those things. How did anyone ever make anything like them?
And a lot of heavy lifting.
Next you'll tell me you were there for it.
I was stuck on a small crescent island among the sail waiting archers at the time.
What were you doing there?
I was... What was I doing there?
Never gets old.
Watch out, Nor.
be in the Great Below, but the processes of death continue. The door is still in place.
Then what was your job down there exactly?
You wouldn't understand.
Come on then.
A welcome find. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
Enki, what's wrong? Whose temple is this?
My travels above came with a price, Nor. But others had to pay it.
Was that the arrangement you were talking about?
Yes. Anything worthwhile? This temple belongs to Anaya, the goddess of life.
She's not here, is she?
Anaya's nothing like the others. She is compassionate, understanding.
Sounds like someone special.
Anaya's work always took precedence. It was her pride and joy.
Sounds like you didn't care much for yours.
I couldn't stay in the Great Below, and she wouldn't leave.
So you left her down there?
I did everything in my power to ensure that the cycle would persist. But I can never make it up to her. I know that much. Might prove useful.
We can cut.
This climb is pretty steep. Are you sure Yahara came this way?
They probably picked the hardest route just to make me suffer.
Yet you're going after them all the same.
No choice. They're a sapper first, a bastard second. That's better. Duck what?
Hanshi! Your years above have been unkind, I see.
Who's talking?
There is no glory in killing you. Not when you're this diminished. Get rid of them.
Enki, is this some kind of stick joke?
Look out!
Knee-deep in another mess, I see. Just get me out of here, Yahara! Fine, cover your ears.
You're shaking.
I just fought something that looked like me. Had a god boom at me from nowhere. I need a moment, all right? That thing up there. It can't be me.
It isn't. It's an echagri. Think of it like a reflection. Ruled by magic for a single purpose.
A coward's trick. I'm impressed.
Good to see you. You all right? Last time I was at Wanderer's Rest, I was in chains.
What for?
Ran with a group of freebooters, hiding away their loot. Some of it might still be around. We could find it.
For all the good that'll do us.
Not now. But we could use it later. Get you an education.
I've done just fine without one.
There are no sappers in peacetime, Nor. And you deserve a better life than I've had.
I hope my work has served you well so far.
You look troubled, Forge Master.
I put a lifetime's experience into the armor I made, but your guns got through them all the same.
They're damn good guns, young. I couldn't have gone through that armor otherwise.
Even so, it proves they're obsolete.
The fork was replaced by the plow. Steel overtook iron. But the craftsman persists.
What was that?
Something to consider. Thank you, Death God. I must return to my work.
You haven't brought something combustible. I'm not interested. You call that a team? An old fart, a blacksmith, a god I can lose in a burlap sack, and you?
You can leave whenever you want, you know.
Leave my little brother with you lot? Fat chance. Oh, go away, will you? I'm sorting my catalysts. Don't blast your face off. I'll get blamed.
What news from the road?
You look worried. What's eating you?
It's nothing, really. There's this stabilizing agent.
Quack water.
It's unproven, but nothing else has worked. Frankly, we're at a complete dead end.
And this quack water, will getting it help you?
Immensely.
I'll do it.
You will. She said she'll do it.
She would waste her time on nonsense.
According to my sources, the stabilizer can be found in 2 possible water sources nearby. I made this simple test. Just dip this vial underwater. If it changes color, that's the source.
Sounds simple enough. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Thanks, Nor. It means a lot, honest.